Hey, this is Mr. Arnold Gerald Summers speaking, and in this video I'm gonna give you free actionable Google My Business on-page optimization tips that are gonna blow your mind, that are gonna change your rankings by 180 degrees. You're gonna be excited about the information I will be sharing, so watch this video to the end. First thing that I want to be talking about is Google My Business reviews, how to use them effectively and what to really consider when asking your clients to leave reviews on your GMB listing. Here you can see this is one of my listings. This is for Web Design Hounslow, which is located in London, UK. And I asked one of my customers to leave me a review based on the service that I provided. Some of the things that are important to consider is the keywords that we are trying to rank for here. Obviously, one of the keywords is Web Design Hounslow, trying to rank for that, but there's also other keywords that we could potentially rank for, such as Web Designer Hounslow, right? Could be other keywords too, like Marketing Agency Hounslow or SEO Hounslow, right? Depending on the services that you provide. So in my instance, I provided a web design service to this customer, and I asked him to really write a review based on that keyword, which he did. So that's great. Now here you can see that that will go a long way in helping to rank your GMB listing for your keywords. And so always ask your customer to include those keywords, and it shouldn't be anything spammy, you know, it should really be on topic, it should be on the service that you provided. And I would say get a couple of reviews for each listing, and it's not even that important that all reviews are 5-star reviews. It's okay if some of them are 4-star or 3-star reviews. That's not a problem, right? So that's like the very first point that I wanted to cover today, and let's move on to the next 2 points. Subscribe to my channel now to be notified when I publish a new video on the latest cutting-edge internet marketing strategies. Secondly, using modifiers is really something that can harm your GMB listings ranking, and it could even potentially lead to a suspension further down the road. So what do I mean when I say modifier? A modifier is when you use multiple keywords in your business name, in your GMB name. So in our instance, you know, we have a web design service, so we may also offer graphic design. So we could make it like this, right? And there are a lot of people that believe that this will actually give us an additional boost, which is probably true, maybe in the short term, but in the long term, we don't really know the effect of this. While we can't optimize for every single keyword in the title, and we shouldn't do that, it's really good to just optimize for the main keyword, which in our case is Web Design Hounslow. Now, what you can do though, which I've done here, you can add multiple categories, which I did: website designer, marketing agency, internet marketing service, right? So we have more, but the title itself is a little bit trickier because yes, you can optimize, but the question is how will it look after a few months or even longer if Google decides to not like this anymore, or to start hunting down GMBs that are over optimized. Now, what can you do when you actually have more businesses and you're looking to build like a brand? So what you can do is you can use something like that's very protectable. You know, in our instance, we didn't really do that because there was no listing with this exact keyword yet, and that's good because that will give us additional boost for sure. But let's say we have web design companies in more cities throughout the UK, or if you're located in the US and you have like one in Dallas, one in Houston, one in New Orleans, one in Miami, then you really want to come up with a brandable name that you're going to add in there, and you really want to build your GMBs around that. Now, what do I mean by a brandable name? For instance, Futuristic Web Design Hounslow. If I wanted to build out more GMB properties for my company, for my brand, then that's what I'd go for. And that really helps me to protect my company, my brand, and it's not really anyone who is probably using this right now, so you gotta do your own research obviously, but that's what I would use, right? So you want to come up with your own company name. So really think long term, don't think short term, guys. Think long term and come up with something that you can brand. Another thing that's important, so as you can see here, I'm just using a free website provided by Google, but if you have more locations, what you can do is, and you should never use the same website, the same domain, for instance, you should never use the same domain name as you have on one of the other GMBs. So what you can do is you can either A, set up internal pages, or B, set up subdomains. So in our instance, let's say it would be futuristic web design, whatever. Then we could make it like, let's say the location here is Hounslow, so we could say futuristic web design.com /Hounslow, if I wanted to do that, right? And if you have another one, if we have another one, for instance, in Leeds, UK, then we would make it like this, right? Or alternative B is that we just use it as a subdomain, right? And the information that's gonna be provided on that subdomain or on that internal page is going to be very, very focused on the actual city, right? That's important too. So, and that's actually why we're doing it, obviously, right? So that really helps. So don't use the same website domain. Website URL, always have a different URL for each of your GMB locations. That's very important. And that really, guys, that completes this video tutorial. And if you follow these 3 tips that I just shared with you, it's gonna go a long way. It's gonna really help boost your GMB listings rankings in the map pack. And really follow this advice. It's helped me a lot, and it's gonna help you too. In case you like this video, please subscribe to my channel now. And also, I'm offering you a free ebook on GMB optimization. You can get that by clicking on the link down below in the description. This is entirely free. It's really going to teach you the whole process of optimizing your GMBs, creating your GMBs, and also off-page optimization for your GMBs. I hope you enjoyed, and have a great day, and I see you in the next video. Subscribe to my channel now to be notified when I publish a new video on the latest cutting-edge internet marketing strategies. Click on the link in the description to get a free copy of my latest ebook, Digital Lifestyle Blueprint.